the school principal's report.
Thank you. Namaste to one and all present here. I am Nandini Bhatt, the principal of the school. I would like to start with a small quote. Excellence is never an accident. It is always a result of high intention, sincere effort, and execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. This is said by Aristotle, and we truly believe in the school. We follow this immensely. It gives me immense pleasure and delight to have you all amongst us. It is indeed a pleasure to have Lieutenant General Shashank Mishra. Thank you so much for coming all the way from Delhi just to be with us, just to encourage our Gear Cubs, and just to encourage the team here. Thank you once again. As you can see from this wonderful performances, we're just 25% of all the programs that is in store for you today. We do have a lot more exciting programs. From this, you could have got a glimpse of how intensely children have been working and how much hard work they have put in to just have this show, which they've been working for more than a month or so, meticulously planning. They have been putting together the whole script. They have been working and they've been behaving like mentors. They have been training a team of children. So when you see the 4 captains coming in front of you, it is their hard work in making sure the whole house is doing wonderfully well. I really, really appreciate them. It is extremely a proud moment for all of us at Gear, as this is a milestone year for us. We are back on campus after a prolonged period of 2 years of the pandemic. Reopening with Resurgence is a slogan of the year as quoted by our chairman, dear chairman sir, Dr. M. Srinivasan. It has been a resurgence for all of us, Gear Cubs, Gear mentors, as we have all come back to normalcy with the same fervor and enthusiasm. We'll not let go of the 2 years. We are just back on campus doing wonderfully well, and you could see the results coming in all the performances yesterday and today. Yesterday was such an immense program, but it's such a wonderful program by the little ones, grade 1 to grade 5, and now we are here on the next lot, which is from 6th standard to 12th standard. Congratulations to each one of them. When we reopened at the beginning of this year, the emptiness of the campus was replaced by the laughter and the excitement of children, and more importantly, the learning continued. We didn't have a full stop or a comma in any of the last 2 years, even though we were on the virtual platform, but we were doing all our activities. We were doing all the things which we were doing online as a virtual platform also. So there was never a full stop, but when we are back on campus, it is much more than what we were doing earlier. Children were in for a lot of surprises when they came with a lot of innovative infrastructural developments. The state-of-the-art kitchen and the dining room was one of them. So when we have our breakfast or lunch together, it is just like an extension of the family. It's like a family gathering. Every morning when they come, when they get out of the bus, they're so excited and they always ask what is in store for them for breakfast or what is in store for them for the lunch. And there is a menu written on the board, and there is also mention of the amount of wastage which was there the previous day. So they are aware of what's happening in the canteen as well, and they're really, really very, very conscious and sensitive about what they're eating and also what, if at all, they're wasting. I would definitely like to welcome you all to try out the dining room and the kitchen and try out the light snacks that is being served. It is really, really wonderful and it is really tasty, so you can definitely try out, but maybe in between the programs, let me finish the report first, please. Thank you. I'm sure you're all very hungry and tired already. Apart from that, of course, as I would say that in terms of the food, they all eat very healthy food and we all eat with them. So it's the same menu that is there for all of them and all of us. And they also make sure there is no wastage, as I said earlier. and they also make sure they're washing their own dishes, and there is a daily update which is mentioned below the menu in terms of how much wastage of food is there the previous day, so they're aware. And every day they're calculating, every day they make sure they look at it. Apart from this, we've also had a lot of other infrastructural developments which is not visible to us, but of course it's there on a daily basis. We don't see it, but it is there, which is really, really helping the infrastructure and making sure we are saving energy. We have a 50 kilowatt solar plant on our roof, and a central water softener and an RO plant which has a capacity to store about 360 liters of rainwater and a similar amount in terms of groundwater recharge. So that is the kind of saving we are doing, and we are trying to look at resurgence again and saving the Mother Earth there itself. Apart from this, of course, we have a complete sports infrastructure. As you can see, every day there is something or the other happening in our sports facilities. And now we also have an athletic track and a sand pitch. The entire space is complemented with a seating that has a bamboo structure to provide protection from sun and rain. There are also lockers with provision for hot shower and team discussion meetings. So that is where we had our sports fest. We also had our inter-school sports fest, which was such a successful event last couple of months back. So all of our children were involved in it. So it was something which they have really, really made use of the facilities. Of course, the school has grown multifold over the years, not only in terms of the physical infrastructural developments, but also in terms of academic excellence and innovations. Our own gear cubs, our own senior MM children wanted to conduct special events in terms of resurgence, and they wanted to do it on their own. So they wanted to do it with a lot of vigor and wanted to come back with a bang, and they conducted a couple of major inter-school events, which was Resurgence Commerce and Humanities Inter-School Fest, Gear Code Fest, Technothon, Valor Sports Fest, and of course very soon in January we would have a Gear Month and maybe a literary fest also, and they're working towards that. So that completes the array of all the multiple intelligences which we talk about. So we are looking at ensuring events in all areas, and this is all done by children, and they wanted to conduct it not only within the school, but they wanted to go out and explore and make it an inter-school event. So the whole planning in terms of conceptualization, sponsors, making sure they were able to get sponsors, they were doing negotiation with the vendors, and also making sure all these events was seamlessly conducted. So that was what they found on how they kind of experienced the teamwork, which Smita ma'am also mentioned, and they also developed a lot of managerial skills there, and that has really, really helped them, and that has made them as better individuals, and they are now able to understand the value of various things. Apart from this, the financial literacy program, that is also very innovative initiative that our grade 12 children have started, where they are making sure their colleagues, their peers and their classmates and also the juniors are able to understand the importance of money in terms of, and they're also discussing various things related to finance and money and how to save money. So that is what they're doing on a monthly basis. They conduct sessions not only for their own class but also for the juniors, so that they understand and then start respecting and understanding how to use money and effectively look at investments. This year we also had, we've been having every year the URA award panel discussion, writer panel discussion, where we look at the creative writing aspect of it. But this year we had a little change in that. We made it into 2 sessions in terms of one for the juniors, so that more and more children get benefited out of it. So junior as well as senior. And then we also had the design thinking the event, which was for grade 8 and grade 8 to 12. So Sanjana Shankar was the winner for the URA Senior Writers award, and she was also the winner as a co-winner with Sai Krish in the design thinking, and in the juniors thing it was in the junior URA it was Irfana who won for the junior URA writer award. As I said, our children every year, they have been excelling, but after excelling in their boards exam or after excelling throughout their years in gear, when they go out, they are better individuals and they're also exploring a whole lot of things apart from whatever career they want to choose. So our alumni are all over the world. And last year's alumni, they have got admissions in very interesting colleges, few Ivy League colleges. Some have joined IIM, some have joined IIT, some have joined even design colleges. So they're across, not only specific to certain regular areas where we talk about engineering and medicine, but they're also looking at various types of career options and looking at how to pursue their career there. So they're looking at various colleges and various variety of subjects they're choosing and various combinations of subjects they're choosing. And of course, apart from this, I would definitely like to reiterate and talk about various achievements that we've been doing. But I would, before anything, before I kind of enumerate the achievements of our children, I would definitely like to reiterate that for us, every single career cup is an achiever. The process is most important for us. The way they learn things is more important for us rather than the result. So whatever I'm saying is just a minuscule of what our gear cups are doing. So do not get worried. Every single child, your child is an achiever for us. And we look towards making them better person. We look towards how we can nurture their talents, inherent talents. We try to look at what are the talents that they already have and what talents we can help them to develop. So the achievements that I'm talking about is just a few, but of course, please pardon me if I've missed out anything. We are always putting all these details in our Facebook and Instagram Gear Foundation handle. So please be part of it and see the developments. Almost on a daily basis, there are various things put up. Maybe it is in terms of the achievements, maybe it in terms of the activities that is happening, or any kind of program that the school is taking part in. But before that, I would definitely like to discuss in terms of our results, the school results, in terms of the board exam results, though we are doing a whole lot of activities throughout the year for all the grades, but the one which we really need to make sure is the CBSE results. Over the years, we've been having 100% pass percentage, and this year's 12th standard was outstanding in spite of the pandemic, in spite of all the challenges the children faced. We had the overall 12th standard average, school average percentage was above 89.3%, and we had 20 centums, that is 100 out of 100 is what we're talking about in various subjects. And this is not just in terms of the science stream. Science stream, we had the overall average, the highest was Tanvi Joshi, who got 98%. But in terms of the overall science stream percentage, average aggregate was 89%, but she got 98%. She was a school topper in terms of the science stream. And she got 100 in math and physics. In commerce, the overall average was 90.7, and it was Krishna Ajayvani who got 96% in the commerce stream. In humanities, the overall average was 87.7, and the topper was Nayana Rajesh who got 95%. So it's not just restricted to the science stream, even in humanities and in commerce, they have been excelling brilliantly. And also, we are also offering a variety of combinations. It's not just restricted to a few combinations. We have about 15 combinations which children can choose from. So that's how we have the various subject combinations. I'm sure when they come to 10th, we will be knowing more about it. But we are always there to explain to you the various combinations. We have design, we have media studies, we have physical education, so a whole area of it which children can choose from. In grade 10, in the school overall average was 87%, and we had 12 centums in the grade 10 CBSE board exam. We had 12 in math, we had 4 in French, and 1 in social studies. So there's so many who got centum. So centum was just so easy for all of them. And the school topper, Fardeen Khan, he got a 98.8%. That was the topper. We are talking about CBSE board results, which is not only restricted to that. We do have ASSET, which is an assessment, which is a diagnostic assessment by Education Initiative, and we look at that as a benchmark for our school over the years to assess the performance of year cups. So we look at how they're performing in that, because it's in terms of more of conceptualization and in terms of how they are getting the concepts clear. So it's a compulsory assessment for all our children from grade 3 to grade 10. And in that, 46% of our students were on the top 16 percentile of the country, and which is a phenomenal number, because considering pandemic and considering various hiccups, there was no break in terms of conceptualization, because we thought that we need to look at more of bridging the learning gap, but we did not. We saw that in terms of the results, things were not so bad, not so scary, and though we did a lot of bridging of the learning gap, but yes, we did see that children did phenomenally well, and it's a compulsory thing for all of us, compulsory for all children, so there was no thing that only those who were excelling academically, they had to be part of it. Every single child is part of it. And 5% of our children secured the top 1 percentile in the country. So they really deserve a big round of applause, not only for children, for the mentors as well, who have been working really hard to make sure they are doing excellently well. Recently, we also got the International English Olympiad results, and in that, 22 children of our in terms of the gear cups who have taken part, 22 of them have got international ranking within top 10. So and there was a whole lot of them who have got top 1, the first rank in the international. Each grade, maybe there is one student who's got the first international ranking. So they're doing phenomenally well in terms of that as well. And we're still waiting for results for Science and Math Olympiad. And we had 138 children who were within the top 100 international ranking. So most of it, whoever took part, they have done phenomenally well. We will be sharing the results with all of you very soon. Not only in terms of academic performance, we also give them a lot of opportunities to explore things, to explore in terms of getting more in-depth knowledge about various aspects. So we had our grade 8 to 12 standard children. There is another lot who will be going next month. Few of them went to ISRO. This was UR Rao Satellite Center, URSC, which is also formerly known as ISRO Satellite Center. And children were briefed about the mission plans with supplementing visual and stimulation. They were extremely excited to see the clean room where real future satellites were being assembled. And they were really enamored by it, and they wanted to try it out, and they wanted to visit it again. So we are doing various different batches going there, and every child from 8th to 12th would be made sure they're visiting this facility. In terms of our sports, our children have again been doing very well. Sports and games, not only in terms of academic excellence, they're also doing phenomenally well in sports. They were the winners in the NPS Koramangala Founder Cup under 18. They were the champions in that. We also had children going for the various events across the city in terms of maybe it is DPS Invictus or in terms of a filmmaking, and we had children who were performing well, not only in terms of sports, they were doing in terms of solo singing, fashion show, short filmmaking, art event solo dance and coding, so a variety of areas. This is where we look at how they can explore various aspects of their talents, so we're not just restricted to certain aspects only. So Siddharth of grade 10 was a second prize winner in the 5th annual film festival organized by DPS South, and he made a film in terms of the topic breaking stereotype. I'm sorry, I'll take a lot of time, so please bear with me. I'm almost done, but I've already taken enough time. Abhinav Banerjee of grade 10 scored 5.5 points out of 9 in terms of his and stood 13 among 64 players in the FIDA World Amateur Chess Championship 2022, and his rating has increased. His rating has increased from 1,329, he is now in the current rating of 1,446. So he has been doing phenomenally well in chess. But not only Abhinav, we have a lot of children from junior grades to 12th standard who've been pursuing chess over the years, and they've been doing exceptionally well. Be it Abbas Soni, Avantika, Arya Das, there's so many of them, and the list goes on. So there are a lot of children who have been performing extremely well in terms of chess. So I do not want to say a few names and not mention a few names, but there are many children and we are recognizing them and then we are aware of their talent. We also had one of our gear cups of grade 12, Diya Vitlani, who was awarded the second runner-up in the Star Miss Teen Indian pageant and Miss Teen Karnataka 2022, which held in Delhi. Out of 60 contestants across India and from 15 from Karnataka, she made her way to the finale and she won it. So she's looking at pursuing a career in fashion. As I mentioned, we have many children who are reaching national as well as international level of various sports and games, and it is in terms of badminton, squash, golf, tennis, yoga. So there are many children who are doing, and all their details we would be definitely putting it up in our gear website and also in our social media handles. They're already there every time. So we request all parents, anytime your child is achieving something, please share with us, please share with the school so that we can recognize them in the assembly, and we can also put that in our social media handles. As you all are aware, we also have a Atal Tinkering Lab, which has been used very effectively by our gear cubs and gear mentors for various activities, and a lot of tinkering activities happen there. And they were all part of the Tinkering Day 2022, which was organized on the 14th of November by Atal Innovative Mission, which is making more and more schools are being part of Atal Tinkering Lab and who are setting up more and more tinkering labs. So already across India there are 10,000 tinkering labs already, and here is one of them. And we also took part in a event which is DIY Innovative Project, which was across all these 10,000 schools which took part in this event virtually. In terms of the school and school doing various things, not only just looking at the children, we are also looking at how the school also does things for various aspects. We had recently, we were giving it not just about making a donation, it is about making a difference in the life of the children of the underprivileged in their educational pursuit. Our chairman, Sir Dr. M. Srinivasan, Founder, Leader Key Award recipient, was a keynote speaker for the 8th annual Founders Gala in Igniting Our Greatness, which was organized by Global Tassels, which is looking at kind of providing educational support for the underprivileged, and we are part of it. And the team also visited our school to explore various aspects of it. So that is how we are looking at going beyond just look in terms of the school activities. The Google UX education team visited GEAR, and they wanted to, as a pilot project, they wanted to understand how GEAR makes sure we are reaching the concepts and reinforcing the concepts to children. So they wanted to understand how we work and how we use technology. So they visited and they explored various aspects of it so that they can update and make things differently in terms of the Google, whatever developments they are doing. So they were the first-hand experience of how experiential learning takes place in our classroom and the innovations in GEAR. GEAR Innovative International is a proud recipient of the India School Merit Award conducted by Education Today for being India's top CBSE schools in teachers' achievements and well-being. So we look after the teachers as well, and our founder and chairman, Dr. M. Srinivasan, was awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award for this by this same organization. As I said, these recognitions and achievements of the school and our GEAR Cups only encourages us to perform even better every single year, every single day. Not just to stop at just being good, but working towards making our good to be the great. And we're just looking towards that. We're not just stopping at being just a good school, we want to be a great school. We assure you that we as a school will continue with the spirit of offering the best for our children in their holistic development so that they become leaders of the future. We look forward to raising our bar higher with every success that we achieve. So that's what we're seeing in our school annual day performances also. Every year we're looking at how to make it better, how to make it best. We're just not just stopping at just being a good event. We want to look at making it a better and the best one. So that is how we're looking at making and raising the bar. So this is what was my report. This was just a part of it. So there are a whole lot of achievements, as I said earlier also. Every single child of our school is an achiever, and we want to make sure they're performing well, and we want to make sure they come happy to school and they go back happy home, and we are there to take care of them. So please sit back and enjoy our GEAR Cups on stage to perform lot more exciting activities, lot more exciting programs for all of you with so much of confidence, so much of vision. Thank you so much.